On today's episode, I'm going to show you an absolutely fantastic, new, and creative way to do that classic traditional dish of gemista. Gemista is typically that dish that has stuffed peppers, eggplants, zucchini. You can stuff just about any vegetable. The only difference is today I'm going to make it with a twist, and that twist is instead of rice, I'm going to use cauliflower. What I'm going to use for my ground meat portion of this is spicy sausage, spicy pork sausage. Very simply, I'm going to take this, I'm going to remove it from the casings using a very sharp knife and use it as the meat portion. Now, what I would recommend as well for this, you could use ground beef, you can use ground chicken, you can use turkey. I've even made this dish using salmon, chopped up salmon, or chopped up fillet of sole. Works also amazing with this. All right, so now my spicy pork sausage is done. It's being decased and in our mixing bowl. So for this meal today, I'm using red and yellow peppers, and I'm also using eggplant. This is a pretty big eggplant, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up in half. And a trick that I like to use if you're going to stuff an eggplant and you want it sitting upright is cut the bottom of it. You don't want this eggplant falling around or rolling around. So very simply, just cut it in half, just like that. So now you've got two fairly equal pieces. I will also tell you another trick if you're going to be carving out something that's dense like an eggplant is score it almost like a tic-tac-toe on the surface or where the pulp is, and from there what will happen is it'll be much easier to scoop up. So just like that, easily go down. See what I'm doing? So when it comes time for me to scoop this out, I'll be scooping out smaller pieces rather than big chunks. I'm gonna grab this and slowly work my way around this. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'll try and show you as much as I can. You take this and you take out these pieces slowly. Oh, there goes one flying. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them in my food processor and pulverize them up, because you know what? Everything we add to this dish is flavor. And if we're going to stuff eggplant, why not put the pulp of the eggplant in our stuffing as well? So now that our eggplant is hollowed out, it's time for our peppers. What I'm going to do with my pepper is very simply just evenly around the top, cut off the top and twist it. That way you come up with a clean, ready to go pepper. Same deal for our red peppers. Now that our veggies have been cored, what I'm going to do is take my knife, and you want to use a sharper pointed knife, and just punch a few holes with your knife in the vegetable part, because what's going to happen is this helps out with the absorption of steam and heat inside, especially when we're using meat and you want everything to kind of cook evenly. So we're just going to lay this out here. Same deal with the eggplant, just like that. Now, the next part of this is part of our filling. So for our filling, what I'm going to do is I've got the pulp of our eggplant and a little bit of our pepper tops. What I'm going to do now is chop up or quarter up an onion and just throw it in the food processor as well. Some garlic. You're going to want to do about a couple of cloves of garlic, but again, garlic is one of those things, it's totally up to you. Some crushed tomato, and you're going to use a very small amount, maybe a quarter cup, just to bring this into kind of a little bit of liquid. Next, we're going to put a little bit of salt. Again, whatever is up fine, totally up to you. And now a little fresh cracked black pepper. Moving along now with the herb part of this, which is your flavor profile. There's three basic herbs in this. There's parsley, there's dill, and there's mint. All three of which I will tell you are from my garden. So I'm just going to take some fronds of dill and just pick them easily. There's some flowers here, don't use the flowers, but just throw in some dill. And you don't need a lot, Dill is one of those things in this dish that a little goes a long way. So throw that over there. Dill as well is good, especially when you're making it with fish. Take some parsley, just chop it up. You can use the stems and all, totally fine. And some fresh mint. Now the mint, you can just pluck off the leaves. You don't have to use the stems if you don't want to. Take our veggies and just whack them up. At some point around the halfway point of this, what you want to do as well is add about a quarter cup, maybe less, of Greek extra virgin olive oil. All right, now that we have that all ready to go, I'm just gonna pop this off. And real quick, what I'm going to do is just add this to our ground pork sausage. All right, so that's that there. And using the same bowl, you don't have to clean it actually. Just pop this back in. This is where the recipe goes a little different. Instead of rice, I'm using cauliflower. And cauliflower will give such a beautiful flavor. It will actually make the same kind of consistency and texture as rice. And what you're gonna do is just break it off just the way I'm doing, in chunks, just like this. And you're not gonna let this go in the food processor. What you're gonna do is kind of pulse it up, because you wanna ultimately maintain that rice consistency. All right, so now our cauliflower is done and it's ready to go. And if you notice, it's almost the consistency of couscous or like a small kind of rice. So that will go in there just like that. So now it's time to get down and dirty and just mix everything up in here. You don't have to over mix this per se, but you do have to just make it as even as you can, so all the herbs and spices and the cauliflower and everything kind of get really well incorporated and mixed. All right, that's pretty much perfect. So let me make some room here. Get this out of the way. And I'm gonna take my pan. And by the way, this is 4 portions. And I'm using a 9x13 pan. And what I usually do, as always, when I'm using a pan or something to roast in, I always line the bottom with aluminum foil. So what I do is just take a generous amount. You can actually overstuff this too, because it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it's rice where it's going to expand. If you're going to be left as well with leftover stuffing, just place it around the base of your pan in between your veggies, and that way nothing really goes to waste. So now that our stuffed veggies are in our pan, the next thing we're going to do is take a little bit of water, maybe half a cup, and what I'm going to do is just take some tomato paste and dilute it in the water. And what I'm going to do is make like a very, very light kind of tomatoey juice or topping. And what I do with this is very simply just throw it over, pour it, and then a little bit more extra virgin olive oil, just maybe a tablespoon or 2 per veggie. And the whole thing to this now is covering it with just a little bit of aluminum foil for the first part of the cooking process. By the way, the cooking part of this is 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes, and then another half hour after that at 30 minutes uncovered. So I'm gonna pop this in and I'll see you guys back here in a bit. And here we have the finished product. Our dish is ready and it turned out beautifully. As you can see, the top has gotten a nice golden brown and crispy, and all our veggies are done to perfection. Our eggplant and our peppers look absolutely perfect. It's been about 2 hours or so, so this is cooled down and it's ready to go. You can serve this with a beautiful side salad, and you've got dinner in relatively a short amount of time and absolutely delicious and nutritious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it. I really hope you guys try it. And in the meantime, please like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. As always, love getting new subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.